Hey, what's up you guys? Kabir here again. Thanks for clicking in. Today I want to talk to you guys about T Harv Eker's money management system, and I want to talk to you about why it's so important to manage your money. So here's the thing about money. Some of us think of money in a certain way, other people think of money in a different way. So I recently went for this workshop called the Millionaire Mind Intensive, and I learned so much over there, and I'd love to share some of that knowledge with you guys. So basically, T. Harv Eker talks about what's called the JAR system, which is the money management system, and that's what I'm going to talk to you guys here today about. So, the money management system, why is it so important to manage your money? The reason it's important to manage your money is because if you're not managing something, you're going to lose control of it. You have to be able to keep whatever you have under control, under your management. It is very important. A lot of people concentrate their entire efforts on paying off things like their debt, their student loans, their houses, their cars, because these are all things that they feel they should pay off. On the other hand, if you're not able to manage your money correctly, you're not going to be able to get to the point where you can pay these things off, where financial freedom becomes something that is in your possibilities. To be able to get to a point where you can manage your money, you need to know a good money management system. There are plenty of systems out there that say you should save 20% of your income, you should put this much of your percentage of your income here, put that much income there, and it really differs from person to person as well. What my budget may be, your budget may be completely different because your necessities are different from my necessities. My needs are different, my priorities are different, your priorities are different, your needs are different. So the system that I'm going to be talking about today is T. Harv Eker's money management system that he calls the JAR system. This system basically breaks down how you should separate your money into 6 different jars or 6 different accounts and basically go from there managing your money. The idea behind this is that whether it's $10, $1,000, $10 million, you still need to be able to manage your money efficiently to be an excellent money manager. So I'm going to briefly talk about that today. The 6 jars itself are divided up in a way so that it can help you become financially free. To that effect, the very first jar is going to be what's called the financial freedom account. The financial freedom account is going to be money that buys you investments, buys you assets that are going to give you passive income. These assets that you purchase may be something like dividend returning investments. They may be something like stocks and maybe something like real estate investing. There's multiple ways of investing, and as that capital grows larger and larger, you're going to be able to purchase more passive income vehicles. But the financial freedom account is 100% for use of passive income creating vehicles. This is not to be used in an emergency. This is not to be used if you want to buy something out there. This is not to be used to buy liabilities. This is simply for assets that will produce you income, passive income, so that you can be financially free. So is what the financial freedom account is the first one. 10% of your after-tax dollars go there. So whatever you are left with after your taxes, let's say after your taxes you're left with $100, this account gets 10%. So 10% of all your money after taxes is going to go into your financial freedom account. So in this case, with $100, we're going to be putting $10 into our financial freedom account. The next account is our education account. Education is so very important because if we're not continuously learning, we're not going to be continuously earning. We have to always stay in the know-how of what's going on in our industry. What are the market trends? What are other entrepreneurs around me doing? I want to always be connecting and networking with other people. I'm sure you've heard of the quote, your network is your net worth, and that couldn't be more true. You always want to be networking with different people, always attending different conferences, different events, local meetups, reading books, watching webinars, doing online courses. All of these are different forms of education. I'm not talking about your classic school and college education. However, that can also come into this personal account as well. So we put 10% of our money into our education system as well. So we've got 10% in our financial freedom account, 10% in our education account. From there, we move on to our next account. The next account that we're going to be looking at is going to be called the long-term saving for spending. This is money that you are saving aside, but you are saving this money with an end goal in mind. So you are saving this money for that vacation that you'd like to take to the Bahamas or that Amsterdam trip that you'd like to do. So you are saving this for a particular purpose. It may be for that Lamborghini that you'd like to buy or anything that you want as a particular purpose. So you would write the name of whatever you want. So for example, you'd write Amsterdam trip on that jar, and that entire account is going to be for your Amsterdam trip. It's going to be for that particular purpose. So it's long-term saving for spending. It is not to be kept away, it's not to be hoarded away, it is for spending. So you are saving up for a particular purpose and you are spending it. What this does when you spend it is you are saving up for a goal. You are able to reach that goal. You are able to spend it without it affecting all the other aspects and accounts that are going on in your money management system. So once we manage to successfully put 10% aside for financial freedom, we've put 10% aside for education. Now we will put 10% aside for long-term saving for spending. All right. So once we've got a long-term saving for spending put aside, from there we're going to move on to our next account, which is probably your favorite account. Eker describes this account beautifully as the play account. The intention behind this account is for you to go out there and blow your money, for you to go out there and enjoy your money. There is one rule with the play account though. If you want to have a successful play account, you have to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to be successful in the play account, you have to be able to follow it and you have to spend that money every month. It is required to spend that money every month. It gives you that gratification. It forms those mind links we spoke about. The psychology that Eker talks about behind this is the fact that you will not be able to attract more money if you are not going to be able to enjoy your money. If you don't actually enjoy your money, if you don't go out there and just blow it up, do something crazy with that money. If you are not able to enjoy your money and truly enjoy your money, your mind is going to make negative mind links with money. And when your mind makes these mind links with money, what's going to happen is every time that you see money, you are going to remember all these negative links. If you're continuously focused on paying debt off, paying your this off, paying your that off, paying your house off, and you never go out and have any fun, that's what your mind is going to think. And we are creatures of habit. We are going to think that. And as we think that, we are slowly, unconsciously, yet very firmly forming this belief in our head that money is bad, money is negative, money is the root of all. We want to stay away from these particular statements. We want to stay away from these particular thoughts. We want to get to a place where we can link money with positive thoughts, with positive things. So when we go out and play with our money, our mind is then linking money with positive things. And when we want to earn more money, our mind is open-armed receiving it and saying, let me have more money because that means my play account will increase. Play account is another 10%. So we've got 10% that goes into play account. Notice that how the play account is exactly the same as the financial freedom account. So I want you to put aside a certain amount of money for your financial freedom. But I also understand that it is very important for you to also enjoy your money. I also understand that you want to put aside money for saving for something. I also understand that you need education. So far we've got 10% down for our financial freedom account. We've got 10% down for our education account. We've got 10% down for our long-term saving for spending. And then we've got 10% for our play account. And then we have the most important account, our necessities. Necessities are going to be things like rent, things like phone bills, utility bills, gas bills, car bills, all kinds of those kind of payments which you cannot live without. Hence necessities. Necessities is going to get a whopping 55% of your total after-tax dollars. So in this example, $55 would go into our necessities account. This account is intended for you to buy anything that's necessary for you to continue living your life to your desired lifestyle. Now, if this 55% is not enough for you to live to your desired lifestyle, maybe you need to either reduce your desired lifestyle or increase your income. But this is how you're going to get financially free. If you spend 100% of your money on your necessities, remember your mind is going to form those negative mind links. And once your mind forms those negative mind links with money, you're only going to go downhill from there and you're just going to make less and less and less money. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up spending it all on necessities and the cycle just keeps repeating itself. You have to be able to break free from that cycle to truly achieve financial freedom. 55% goes in this. So we've got 10% financial freedom account, 10% education, 10% long-term savings for spendings, 10% play account, 55% in our necessities account. So the remaining 5%, you must be wondering where that goes. That goes into what Eker describes as the give jar. This is for charities. This is for giving to other people. The ideology behind giving to other people is the satisfaction that you get. Again, it's all about the mind links. The satisfaction that you get from giving wealth to somebody else, from being able to give somebody else wealth that you have personally made is immense, and you will never experience anything close to the same similarity of emotion by spending it on yourself. So you need to be able to let go of certain of your money, because when you let go of that, you're going to attract more of it. You're going to attract more of it because you are realizing that this is a society where we are based on money, and you are helping somebody else break free from the system whilst you yourself are breaking free from the system. As we form these mind links with money, our mind forces us to make more and more and more and more and more money, to a point where that financial freedom account is big enough to buy a big enough asset where that passive income meets your desired lifestyle. Now, even when you get your money coming in from all these different vessels, you have to put the money through the money management system. Even if you're making $10, you're making $100, you're making $10,000. Put it through this system and just give it a try and see how it changes your life. If you're looking for excuses, you will find one. If you're looking to find a way, I promise you, you will find that as well. Now, this money management system is obviously very tailorable to your particular expenses. Now, you may have certain expenses that are a little bit higher or a little bit lower in particular categories, and you can always play with it. These are just recommended by T Harv Eker as well. And these are systems that he follows. I myself follow it as well. I've got something close to 9 checking accounts right now, because I've even broken those down even further. For example, my long-term saving for spending is broken up into 2 different accounts. I have a separate rainy day account as well. I like to keep a separate account for my clearing. My clearing account is basically when money comes into me from my businesses, it comes all into the clearing account. From the clearing account, I disperse it into multiple different accounts. And then I have a rainy day fund as well. And the rainy day fund is basically where I keep money for in case I have something that's going on, or if something goes wrong, or if I really need, it's a rainy day fund. It's an emergency fund, which I definitely recommend that you have as well. 6-month emergency is what I recommend. And then I also personally have a different account which I put money straight aside for taxes. Since I am self-employed, I do pay the highest level of taxes. So I put 40% of my income there as well. And then the rest of the money that's left, I put it through the money management system. So give it a try. I really think that you're going to save a lot of money with this. Not only save a lot of money, you're going to be able to enjoy your money. And when you enjoy your money, you're going to attract more money. Now, if you're thinking to yourself that, oh my God, I'm so much in debt right now, let me first pay off my debt. Whatever you focus on in life, that is what's going to grow. If all you are focusing on is paying off your debt, guess what's going to grow? Your debt. And that's just going to end up in more debt and more debt. And you're not going to be able to break out of the system. I'm not asking you to not pay your debt off. I'm very much saying you need to pay your debt off. All I'm saying is put your money through the money management system. Give yourself some time where you can enjoy it. Give yourself that play account. Give yourself that education account. Most importantly, give yourself that financial freedom account, because that is what's going to help you in the long run. Paying off your debt is not going to help you in the long run. That's going to help you today maybe. So I encourage you guys, go out there, try this system. Let me know how it worked out for you. I'd love to hear in the comments from you below, seeing about how you did this and how it worked for you. If it didn't work for you, I'd love to hear how you tailored the system to work for you. Don't be afraid of going to your bank and opening up 7 different checking accounts. Trust me, I did it. My bankers look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not even worried about it. It's the money management system that works. Don't take advice from somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing. This is a great system. I'm very glad I heard about it. I will also say this is a wonderful book right here. You must go and read it. T Harv Eker's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I'm going to link a link to this below as well. You can go and find this book on Amazon. Very, very good read. You'll find everything that I've talked about in this book over here today. And I'll also be referencing back to this book from time and time again. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video again. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Lets YouTube know I got a little bit of value in my video. Hit that subscribe button. I got my Instagram right here if you guys want to follow me on Instagram. I post all kinds of cool stuff on there. I'll motivate you every day to follow this money management system. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Have a good evening.